I will give you an overview about what human design is. I will also tell you a little bit of my story as a projector and how the knowledge completely changed my life and what I experienced in my life since I know about it, know about my design, and since I'm living more my design. And then I will tell you about the design of the manifestor, the manifesting generator, and the generators today. And on Sunday, I will talk about projectors and reflectors. I divided it into 2 master classes because it would be a lot and I would love to answer also your questions. And so today it is really about what is human design, the general energy types, design types, and what does it mean to live and especially lead by your design, because this is really how I use human design. It is a concept, a principle that I include in my coachings and in my leadership coachings with the women I work with, in my programs, in my Raw Method program, it's included. And it really is a source of further information. So so that you can then more embody who you truly are and feel more empowered as a leader, and you will be more skillful as a leader when you know about your own design and about the designs that you interact with. So what is human design? So can you tell me in the comments, have you heard of human design? So if you have not heard of human design, put a newbie, say newbie in the comments so that I know who is completely new to human design. Or you say, I know about it, or whatever you want to comment if you are already a little bit newbie. Atishka. Hi Atishka, such a beautiful name. The ring light is so bright. Let me just pull this down a little bit so I can read your comments better. Okay, so what is human design? Human design is a concept, a school, which was founded by Ra Uru, and he downloaded this information in January 1987. And it combines different schools. Cynthia is a newbie. Okay, I've heard about it, don't know much about it. Perfect. So you will learn a little bit about it today, and then next week I have further lives planned to dive deeper, because it is like astrology. So an amazing concept where you can dive deeper in, and I explore more and more the more I study it. And I already signed up for another in-depth course, which will be in October, because I love it so much. It has changed my life so much, and I want to dive deeper into this concept. So it is a concept which combines more schools. It is based on your astrology chart, on your astrology dates. You have experienced it, and when you go to the site I linked, you have to put in your name, your birth date, your birth time, and your location. So and then what you get as a result is this strange looking chart, right? This graphic. And this includes like information from the Hindu chakra system. You have the chakras in there. The Chinese I Ching, which is called the Book of Change. Astrology, and the Kabbalic tree, the Kabbalistic tree of life. And but this, in this whole combination, is a new concept, a new system, and it is meant to really show you and give you information about the way your soul is supposed to show up in this world, and about the way you are supposed to communicate with this world. It is not, and what is it not? It is not something which is fixed. It is a breathing, I see it as a breathing tool which you can use in your favor to find direction and orientation in this life, about how to make decisions, how to interact with other people, how to live your purpose, how to find your purpose. It is really something, it's not to put you in a box, and because, and everyone is different, everyone is so unique. Every chart is so unique. It is like a fingerprint. It's like your astrologic chart. No, only like, for example, just because you are a Virgo and your friend is a Virgo, it doesn't mean that you're like the same character or personality, right? It is totally different, and it's the same here. Manifesting generator and manifesting generator are totally different designs and characters, and also have different purpose. So you will learn when you get deeper into human design, you will learn what makes you unique and different from anyone else, and it really gives you profound insights about your psychology, why you're doing the things that you're doing, your strategy, how you're supposed to interact with this world, how you're supposed to make decisions, and ultimately it is kind of a manual to lead your life with more ease and flow when you are aligned with your design. And what does it mean, being more aligned and living by your design? It means being more aligned with who you are, your authentic truth, right? Your higher self. And so let me see, are there any more comments? No. Okay. So human design is really like a user's manual, and you're supposed to make it work for you. So even if there's some details telling you that you're supposed to do this or that, and this will eventually give you more clarity or more flow in your life or help you make decisions, it always also depends on how you interpret it and what your life at the moment looks like. And so I use it really as a guideline, an orientation to help me be more in alignment with who I am and discover more and more who I am. And the whole concept about what human design helps you is, and this is what really helped me so much, is that it helps you to really unbecome who you thought you should be. So over the years that we're in our 40s or 50s, we realize that this is not us, especially as women who are watching this right now. You felt drawn to this because you are a leader, because I attract women who are leaders, because I am a leader's leader. This is my purpose. I want to help you to lead yourself in order to lead others. But it starts with ourselves first. And so as I discovered human design, it was really such a blessing because it gave me the permission to be myself, to finally found home, to get really the clarity about, that's why I always felt weird among others, because I am different, especially as a projector, and I would tell more about it on Sunday. The projectors see the world differently than others. We experience the world more through our intuition, through our aura, and see the world more in structures and concepts. And so I always thought I am OCD or 2A type, right? And then I read my chart and I read about projectors, and I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. And now I know it, and now I don't have to apologize anymore for being me, and I don't have to apologize for me needing so much rest and feeling exhausted and I had 2 burnouts. And so all these made suddenly so much sense because I was not living my design. And now it's been 2 years by now, or 18 months or so, that I discovered it. And through the last month, I really, and especially with the help of my coach, who is also a projector, I could unstrip more and more who I'm not. And I still have challenges where I feel this deep conditioning, which is placed in the different areas. You see in your chart colored fields and not colored fields. And the colored fields you are defined, which is kind of in your design implemented, like you're a certain design type which makes you you. And the white fields are the open centers where you pick up the conditioning from the outside world. And so when you discover your design, the main work is really of unbecoming and deconditioning and reframing who you were taught and to be, and what society and your upbringing has conditioned you, and especially in these white centers. And so this is the work I guide my women through who want to live more but their authentic truth, which means also more their design, their human design, and what does it mean to create your business, and what does it mean in getting clients and communicating with the world, and your marketing and your branding, and all of that is so helpful to know your human design. It makes it so much easier. Thank you Jody, for your little smileys. So I want to start with so as my background, as a projector, I will tell more on Sunday about projectors, but for me it was really such a blessing to now know how I'm supposed to show up in this world, and really the allowing the permission to be myself, and having kind of an excuse. No, I don't need to excuse myself. I have a reason now for living my weirdness. Like projectors love to be with themselves, and they also need rest, a lot of resting time. We are not supposed to work that much, like your energy types, like the manifestors, generators, and manifesting generators. And so it is really a blessing to know that. But I want to dive deeper into the three. So there are 5 types: the manifestors, the generators, the hybrid of both, the manifesting generators, and then the projectors, like me, and the reflectors. They are very, very rare. Hi, Friederike. Friederike is a projector as well, so you need to keep watching till Sunday. But for all of us, so even if you are one of the first 3 types, which I talk about more today, it is so beneficial to know all of the types, because you know, knowing your partner's design or your children's design is so important, or even your co-worker's design. Then it makes communication and living together so much easier. So really I highly recommend watch both parts, so today, and then the second part is on Sunday. You will really benefit from it. And it is not just for our own well-being, it is really about the collective. And the more peaceful we can live, and the more aligned we live with our design, the more happy we are, right? And then we can create heaven on earth, which is kind of the overall goal. Yes, both of your children are manifesting generators. This is so good that you know this, and you can then also include this in your upbringing for your children. And honestly, I wished that my mom had this information, because I'm a projector and my sister is a generator, and they're so different. But they raised us both the same way, and yeah, there are challenges with coming with this, for sure. So I start with the manifestors. The manifestors are just 9% of the population, and they're kind of there are less and less manifestors who are born, because we don't need them as much anymore. So the manifestors are kind of the trailblazers who are here, who came here to create movements, whether they do it intentionally or not. In former days, a lot of manifestors were kings and queens, so they're really the leaders. They create a movement, and their energy is really, so you can feel it right away when they walk into a room. Their aura and their energy is like they're so present. And manifesting energy in human design simply means that you don't need to wait for collaboration from the universe in order to act. So manifestors, they can initiate right away. Manifestors are the ones here who have this impulsive energy, and they are driven by the divine expressing themselves. They are very confident mostly in themselves. They're very convinced about their message. They're very convinced about their mission. And they are very drawn to creating a movement where they are the leaders and everyone is a hell yes and following them, right? What makes them so unique is that they have these impulsive ideas and inspirations coming up, and they should honor their design by following it. So when they have a creativity hitting them, or like inspiration, whatever, they should follow it. And this is kind of a phase. This comes in phases. So they have these phases of weeks and weeks where they have this creative state, and then they go full on in, and they are really very focused on this one thing. And then after this phase is over, they need to rest, and then they have a different thing coming up. So they are also very multi-passionate, and then they are full on in this new idea. And so the aura of this manifestor is very selective. So they create polarity. So either you are with them or you're against them, right? So for example, Johnny Depp is a manifestor, and when he's at the set and he has an idea and inspiration, everyone is following him, right? And then he's so in his creative mode, and this is kind of making a movement. This is like he's leading, and then he has this movement, he has this mission, and he's so full on in. So the challenge for the manifestors is that people who are not with them, they're against them, right? So and the challenge is that they should not let themselves be, hi Morgan, let themselves be pulled out of alignment by people who reject them, or who they felt like this as a disapproval. So a lot of manifestors kind of have challenges with being a people pleaser. Hi Sunshine, good to see you. Being a people pleaser because they try to get everyone on board, everyone being as inspired by themselves as they are, but that's not the case. So this is not the correct use of your energy. If you're a manifestor, you really need to stay in your lane, stay in your vibe, and trust that the people who need to hear your message, they will come to you and they follow you, and everyone else is not part of your world. That's it. So that you don't let yourself pull down by people who are not with you. So this is a really challenge, because this holds many of them back from fulfilling their true potential. And the true potential is really all about having this inspiration and go for it. Okay, so you're the true creators and you can initiate. So you don't have, as a manifestor, you don't have to wait for a response like the generators and manifesting generators, or wait for invitation like the projectors. The thing with the manifestors is, or with every design, when you're not living your design, you have a kind of a fallback strategy. You fall back into your not self. And this is a emotion, a theme that comes up, which is, for manifestors, it's anger. So they really get very angry when they are not living aligned with their design. And for example, they care then too much about people who are not following them. This is then that they are forced to do only one topic and following only one topic, or they are forced to live in very strict structures, and then they get angry, and this is a sign that their energy is off and they're not living their design. So the thing for the manifestors is, and all what I'm talking now is already part for manifesting generators as well, in certain terms, because the manifesting generators are a hybrid of both. So all of you who are MGs, listen up, because part of this, what I'm saying, is also part for you. So the need for communication is important for manifestors and MGs, because they are so in their vision, in their ideas, in doing, and so convinced, and always very fast acting and very quick, so that they sometimes expect others to catch up with them, but then they're looking around like, oh, where are you? So communication is really key. So Eleanor, thank you for being you and enlightening the way for the rest of us. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Eleanor. I love you. Oh, that makes my day. Exactly, this is exactly what projectors need. They need to feel seen. So whenever you want to give me some love, tell me that you see me, and that exactly what Eleanor was doing, like giving me some love. This is like how I light up. Thank you so much. You're a generator, Morgan, and the thing with why you maybe seem to you can resonate with what I'm saying is, this is then your conditioning. So can you explain what you exactly meant with all of what I'm saying is you? Can you tell me? Because just because you're multi-passionate does not mean that you're a manifestor. And not all manifestors are so multi-passionate. I am also, am I multi-passionate? Not so much. But I would say that, as I said, it is a guideline. But I will tell you more about generators in a second. Okay, so what I wanted to say about the so when you look at your chart, you have your authority, and your strategy. Your authority is about how you make decisions, and I will talk about it in a special masterclass, because they have different ways to make decisions, and this won't go too deep. Your strategy is the way you are supposed to show up in this world, and to communicate with the world. And manifestors are here to inform. They can initiate. They are the first ones. Like I said, they are the leaders. Okay. So when we go now to the like maybe it's interesting for you, like famous manifestors are Maya Angelou, Martha Stewart, Jennifer Aniston, or Suzanne Sarandon. Just very randomly picked, just to have an idea about manifestors. So now to the generators, and then I tell you about the hybrids. The generators are 70% of our population. So instead of the 9% of the manifestors, it's 70%. And they are the pure life force. So who is here a generator? I know Morgan is a generator, and I think Jody, are you a generator? Let me know. So they're the pure life force of our population, and you have a very, very attracting aura, and this is very I wrote it down, the word. It is a enveloping and open aura. Yes, Jody, you are. So when you generators are in your passion, in your light, you become this vibrant, magnetic being, especially as a woman. Amy is also a generator. I know, and I'll send you so much more love. Thank you. So you can shine even brighter for me. Yay! And the other ladies who need you. Thank you. So thank you so much, Elena. Yeah, the thing is with all of your types, that manifesting generators, manifestors and generators, you create your energy from within you by doing what lights you up. And me as a projector, I cannot, and the reflectors as well. We have our aura is the aura of a projector is absorbing, and the aura of a reflector is sampling. So for me, that's why I need others like you, the other three, to really fuel me up, or I go in nature and can fuel my energy from nature. You, as the energy types, can create your own energy when you're living your design. So the generator is here in this world to really be in your passion. That's why I love working with MGs and Gs as my clients, because I feel so good. And why you love to work with me as a projector is because I see you as who you truly are. And this is really my biggest gift, my zone of genius, that I see even parts of you that you cannot see yet. I see things and I can believe in your talents and your gifts, and you say like, what? Oh, I don't see myself like this, like a leader or so, but I can see it. And so I believe in you, and this is what makes you feel so good. And so this is why I love working with you. And there's also a specialty working with projectors, because we know each other so well, and I can relate so much to my clients who are projectors, and they feel seen, and they can relax into their being, and they can help them to really become themselves in a world which is so dominated by the other types, which makes it really hard for us projectors to stand in our truth and not fall into being a generator or acting like them. So I'm now talking about generators, but and I was talking before about manifestors, but as the MGs are a hybrid, and I can, when I look into your personal chart, I can tell you if you are more a manifestor or more a generator. Okay. So, oh yeah, okay. So the thing for the generators is that you have this juiciness in your aura, and we need to wake up this juiciness. And this juiciness comes when you dance with life and engage your energy with your community. So all generators, and this is also for MGs, Eleanor, is about community. And you love to connect with people. You love to make them feel good. You love to serve them and help them. And this makes you so happy, right? And your energy moves your community forward, and in a way that is very, very meaningful to you. When you are doing what you love, people cannot get enough from you. So this is how I help you to step into your role as a leader, to find really, yes, Jody, yes, and we're going to start tomorrow in our first session to do that. That you really do only the things that light you up, that you truly love, that you are hell yes for. Because then you really generate the energy from within, and you get so magnetic that people will be so drawn to you because they love your energy so much. Okay? And the challenge for the generators are that you have to listen to your gut, to your intuition. And this is where the deconditioning sets in, and where I help the women. Yes, that's so true. That I help the women I work with so much that you get out of your head, stop overthinking, stop overanalyzing. I mean, this is for all of the types because we're so conditioned, and drop into your body. And as I said, there are certain authority types, which is on your chart. Maybe emotional, maybe sacral, maybe splenic, like us projectors, which are then the special types how to make decisions. But for all generators, it is about listening to your gut, and your body responds. And you should only do the things where your body, your gut, your intuition says yes. Otherwise, if it's not a hell yes, that feels so good, I want that, it's a no. Solar plexus. Yeah. So solar plexus is your gut response. That you need to tune in, and your gut immediately tells you, yeah, that's it. But we have as ambitious, visionary women who are at a certain age, we are really hi Nina. We are often so conditioned to be too much in our head, to control the whole situation, to think everything through, to do the list, like pros, cons, weigh it out. That's not the way you're supposed to make a decision if your authority is solar plexus. And especially as a generator, you need to learn to trust your gut and honor your design and energy blueprint by really connecting to your body again. If you're not doing this, you will burn out, because then this is for MGs and for generators. If you do things that not light you up, you will get frustrated, which is your not self. And when frustration turns in, you will burn out, because you can keep going. And also the MGs, you know how to really turn the energy on and do. And me as a projector, I was raised like a generator. My sister is a generator, and I burned out 3 times in my life, severely, like liver damage, adrenal fatigue, and the whole eating disorder collapsing my body. Because I thought, and I was taught by society, by my parents, that I have to do. And still, with you, even if you're a generator, you can do. But I have to, with all the women that I work with, and this is my mission, and you kind of heard it in my other lives, it is really more about being, less doing, more being. And going more in the flow, and more tapping more into this divine feminine, and the dance with the masculine. And this is all these tools that I draw into my message as what feminine visionary leadership means for me, is all then anchored in the human design when it comes down to your specific design and how you're supposed to show up here. So, as soon as you feel frustration as a generator and as a manifesting generator who also can feel anger, frustration, you know that you're not living your design. And so, as generators, as your aura is open and enveloping, embracing, it is really that you need to expand more into this aura. And the more you expand, the more you will draw in your clients. The more you do only the things that light you up, the more energy you create and the less exhausted you are. And like, look at that, these celebrities. Oprah is a generator, Madonna, Ellen, even the Dalai Lama. They draw us to them, right? They are so amazing in their aura. So the things with the generators, and then I go to manifesting generators, and then afterwards I will talk a little bit about your energy management. The manifesting generators are the hybrid. And Eleanor, you are such a classical one. As you were saying, I have so many ideas, I have so many inspirations. She was texting me, she's like, I'm in a creative mode. And you are the energizer bunnies of the world, really. You have so much energy, and it is such a pleasure to be in your aura and to work with you. As my clients, I love to work with you. I love all of my clients, but I really, for me as a projector, when I feel into their energy, it's like I can really recharge. The other thing is, for projectors, just as a side note, for Friederike, you're sitting here, we need to really also protect our energy, because we are absorbing, our aura is so absorbing that we absorb any energy, any low vibes as well as the high vibes. And so sometimes, so this is what I learned now, is when I wake up in the morning, I often get, I have energy, I feel something in my body which is not mine, which is in the collective, and the more open I get and the more I use my channels capacity and the more my channels open up, then I feel the things that are not mine. And so as a projector, I needed to learn to cope with that. I will tell more about it on Sunday. But maybe your children are projectors. I have some clients who have children as projectors, like Savannah, your son is a projector. He picks up your energy. So knowing that your son picks it up helped you, and in our conversation, to be more conscious with his energetic blueprint. And so the manifesting generators, you are really designed to do many things at once. You are multitasking, like you can do that. And you are even like at a level where other people are already exhausted, you keep going. And for you, as things, 84% of your doing is already 100% for others. So really be aware in the way you're acting, that you are faster, that you're way ahead, you're quicker than others. So here again, you need to communicate and be a little bit more patient with others. That you really let others do what you're up for. Inform them. Information to others is key, so that you don't lose them and don't shock other people, okay? And one thing which I forgot to say about generators, and also manifesting generators. Generators, in order to, if you have, because you cannot initiate like manifestors, generators need to wait to respond to something coming up in order to take action. This is very important. So otherwise you will get frustrated, because you will meet resistance. So in order to get this gut response, to have a hell yes or a hell no, you need to wait until something appears in your reality, in your life, in your energy field, so that you can respond to something. And that's why it's so beneficial for you, if you're building your business, to, for example, work with someone like a coach, a mentor, or you're in a mastermind, where you can bounce off your ideas so that you have something to respond to. Or you build your community and you're very in communication, very deeply with communication with your clients, with your audience, so that you always have something to respond to. If you have a good idea and you don't know if you should turn this into an offering for your clients or a project or collaboration, you cannot just put it out there. You need to really have someone to bounce it off. And what I experience is that my clients get successfully quicker in a short period of time as soon as they work with me, because they have something to respond to. And I see things they cannot see, and then you have these puzzle pieces you put together, and then you can go. Like Eleanor is on fire. Since 2 weeks we're working together, and she has created a new offering. She has her webinar going next week, and it is amazing. It's really cool to see them thrive with little shifts and more aligned to your design. Okay, so manifesting generators have the common challenge that you often feel caught between you wanting to run, this is the manifesting part, and act on your impulses, but you also have to wait for this gut response. So this is the balance you need. So you have this inspiration, but you need to be patient until you have something to respond to. So that's why this is here even smarter to have a coach, so that you can collapse timelines and create something where you can respond to faster, quicker. Yeah, patience, Eleanor, it is, I know, for all you generators or manifesting generators, it's not your favorite task to practice, right? But it really helps you to also not burn out if you practice and be smart and have patience at the right time, to not burn your energy into inspiration and actions that are not really fueling you, because you're missing the hell yes or hell no response. Manifesting generators have the right, absolutely the right, to change your mind, because you're so multi-passionate and you're interested in so many things that you can totally shift your mind from one day to the other. And one day you want to create this, and then the next day you change your mind and you want to create something else. Go for it. That's totally you. And even with your children, Friederike, it is important that you encourage them to experience and explore all their passions, and it's okay if they play tennis for 1 week and then afterwards they want to play piano. Let them, and don't force them to just follow one thing. It is not in their design. It is really very important. What else? Yeah, manifestors move very quickly, and you will course correct while you go. So your not self is frustration and anger. So whenever you feel both of these energies, something is off, and you need to really be aware of what's going on. Like celebrities are Mother Teresa, Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie. Hell yes, right? She is magnetic. She is an inspiration. She plays these different types of women in her movies. It's amazing, right? So, what are your questions? Do you have any questions about your design? Because I want to kind of wrap this up and go deeper into the energetic blueprint and how you can create your schedule, your daily schedule according to your design. There's going to be an extra live, how you make decision according to your authority. You're going to be an extra live. This was just an overview over the design types of the first three. And as I said, the main work is really about deconditioning. And the generators, for example, you also need to rest. Manifesting generators need to rest when your energy is all gone, so you need to empty out before you go to bed. This is very important, that you really burn off all your energy before you go to bed. And generators, you really need to be very sensitive about what is it that lights you up, or where do you waste your energy with things that are not really a hell yes for you. And if you have a lot of these things in your life, you need to balance it out with more nurturing and more nourishing things, so that you fuel your energy from these things. But I will definitely make a more in-depth live about that, about energy blueprint and energy management, when I have covered all the designs, because it's very, very important for the projectors, so I don't repeat myself here. So what questions do you have so far? Put them in the comments, and if you're watching the replay, put them in the comments, and I will come back to this replay and I will answer them afterwards. And if you are interested, I offer human design chart readings. So if you want me to read your chart, I can totally do that. You don't have to be a client of mine. Just reach out to me and send me a DM, and I will answer you, and we can arrange something so that I can read your chart. It is about a 90-minute session where we look into the details of your chart, and I answer your questions, especially focused on business and lifestyle and your goals that you want to achieve. Hi and welcome to part 2 of the masterclass Human Design for Leaders. And I hope that this time the sound is going to be better, because I just had to start all over again. So let's see if this is better. So if you're hopping on here, say hi and give me a feedback if you could hear me now. Okay, Jody, you're back. Great. So can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, so that sounds good. So last part 1 of the masterclass, we were talking about manifestors, manifesting generators, and generators. And if you have not watched great, you can hear me. If you have not watched the replay, or you didn't watch the live, you can watch the replay. It's still on this feed, and you can leave me questions in the comments below. I will check back if you have any questions about your design, and then leave them in the comments. And so if you're watching the replay, you can do #replay, and then I can come back and say hi. And if you want to share this with your community, I would be very happy, because this is a valuable information. I think everyone needs to know more about themselves, so that you become a better leader. Because when we know ourselves better, especially as women, we feel better, and then we do better and we lead better. That's the whole my whole mission, that you feel better, more confident in who you are, and so you become a stronger leader for yourself, for your community, for your clients, for your family, whoever you are supposed to lead. So as a quick recap about human design was founded, I would say downloaded the information and created on that by Rauhu in January 1987. And it is a mixture of different schools of wisdom, which is the Chinese I Ching, the chakra system, and the Kabbalistic tree of life, and all based on conventional astrology. That's why you put your birth information into these different websites online where you can get your chart. So if you're watching this live, you can also drop your chart in the comments below, and I can tell you a little bit more in the comments about your chart. But today I want to focus more on the projectors and reflectors. Last week we had our last masterclass, we were talking about the other three energy types. And so today we're talking about the non-energy types. And human design is really a concept which I discovered for myself at a point of my life where I was deeply in self-discovery mode. And I felt this strong urge to get to know myself better, because I was always feeling that I feel different than others. I wanted to follow my intuition of doing things differently, but they were so contrary to what I've learned, how I brought up my upbringing, the ways I learned to be successful as a woman, to do my job, my business as a high-level business consultant. And so what happened was that I burnt out the way I was trained to work as a business consultant, which was more the generator style. So and then I discovered that there is something else I need to follow in order to feel healthy, to have more energy. And so within this, I happened to discover human design. I was led, when you ask the universe gives you the tools and the teachers. And so I was led to human design, which gave me so much more in-depth insight about my energetic blueprint, about the way I am supposed to show up in this world as a projector. And it gave me so much release. It really felt like coming home, and it was such an aha moment that I discovered that I am not weird. And this is my design. I'm made like this. I'm supposed to not work non-stop 9 to 5. I'm supposed to have my creative flow moments. I'm supposed to connect with other people in a different way, or that I need my time, my lonely time, because my profile has the 2 in it, which means I am more, not an introvert, I would say, but I need my time with myself and my self-study and my own energy, and pull back from other people's energies. And so when you discover your human design, you really feel like, aha, this is me. This is what I always felt. And I didn't have the courage, or I thought, when I follow this intuitive feeling of doing things the way that feels so good to me, it is against societal norms or the paradigm that you have learned. And so with human design, you really learn some tools that help you, and which I use with my clients and in my programs. For example, this upcoming week is a whole week dedicated to human design in my raw method. It's called Embodiment Week, where you learn to connect to your higher self, to who you authentically are, your core essence. And I use human design to uncover this core essence, and then connect to your higher self through embodiment meditation, through visualization. And by studying the depth of human design, which I help the girls in the program by reading their chart, you get to know yourself better, and you know how you communicate, and you know your gifts. And human design shows you insights about your purpose, your mission, your assignment here on life, what you are supposed to bring forth. And then you can fill these framework, with your talent, with your creative sources, with your ideas, with what you are curious, your desires to learn, to explore how your soul wants to express itself. And this is so beautiful. And so with this said, I want to talk about two design types today. These are projectors and reflectors. And as I said, the reflectors are very, very rare, about 1% only of the population. And so if you are a reflector and maybe watching the replay, please let me know, because I'm always so curious to get to know a reflector. So reflectors are here on earth to mirror the society with the greatest potential of wisdom they have. So they are completely, when you have your chart, when maybe you have drawn your chart, you saw some colored spots and some white spots. The colored spots means you are defined in these areas, and you have a certain definition that is really unique to you in these areas. And the white ones means you're non-defined, and you have white spots where you absorb external conditioning from other people, from society. And so it is always necessary for you, if you're not a reflector, to clean those white spots so that you are more in your alignment and not pick up the conditioning from external, from other people. And about cleaning these energy fields and managing your energetic blueprint, I will talk about in depth either in a personal reading or maybe next week, I'm not sure. But if you want to learn more, please let me know in the comments below, because I would definitely create another masterclass or something special if I have enough people who are interested in it. So if you're interested in learning more about your design and have specific questions, then drop them, let me know in the comments below. Or reach out to me on a DM, personal message, and we can look at your chart. So as these reflectors, you need to, if you're hopping on live, show me a hi in the comments, because I see more people are hopping on, but I cannot see who is hopping on. So I would love to see that by you telling me hi in the comments, and so I can say hi back. And commenting and sharing and liking this video helps me to boost the algorithm of Facebook. So this is always tricky. You know, you make an effort, go online, and especially here on my business page, the algorithm really holds me down so that not so many people are watching it. So you can help me out if you boost this a little bit and drop in the comments a hi. So reflectors, as I said, they are completely white. So they absorb anything from external, which means this is their design. They are meant to mirror the energetic state of society. So, for example, when you're meeting a reflector, they quickly get into your energy and they mirror back to you what you send out. And if you are a reflector, your common talent is energetically really to distinguish what is yours and what is others' energy that you pick up, or belief systems that you pick up, or emotions that you pick up. You are a blank slate with very, very little of your own defined energy. And so maybe you are confused and lost growing up in this world. But if you understand now that you operate so differently from 99% of the population, then you can be okay with being confused and being emotional and picking up different energies. And this is the best place to start as a reflector, being okay with who you are. Okay, I mean, this is kind of a message that I have for any design type. Is you discover who you are, being okay with what you're feeling and how you are is the first thing. Really self-acceptance. And human design helps you to accept yourself more, and self-acceptance is another step further to confidence, to your self-worth, and therefore to a stronger leader. Because, you know, we are always drawn towards the person who is confident in their own skin, who is convicted about their message and their mission and their vision, right? And so human design is a tool that can help you to gain this confidence and this courage to show up. Because when you own yourself and know who you are, then you're unstoppable. Then you just show up and say, okay, that's me. Take me or leave me. And this helped me a lot. And I think I could not have had the courage to create this community, to show up in the way that I do now, if I had not known the knowledge about human design and living my design and not giving a F about what other people think. And human design has given me the permission to really show up as I am, unapologetically. Loving myself more, following my heart and desires, speaking my truth, and showing up today fully dressed because I felt like it, and tomorrow maybe no makeup and with messy yoga hair because that's me. And this is what I want you to feel as well. Like being okay with any state of energy, any flow, any situation you're in, because when it comes down to your core essence, it's something from within that glows, this magic glow. This is the ascension glow. And the ascension glow you get when you're fully aligned with who you are, and Source is talking through you. You are just the vessel here on a higher mission to raise this consciousness. And we are on the way to 5D. And this is what I want to create with this community, with this information that I share about feminine leadership in union with the masculine, not separated, and more powerful together, so that we raise this whole humanness into a better world, a world with more happiness, with more balance, with more ease, with more flow. Yeah, this feels so good. If you're with me, leave me a heart, please, in the comments, so that I get a little bit of love back, which I share with you here. So, as a reflector, your not self is when you're not living your design is disappointment. And so, the way you feel more aligned is anything that gives you a feeling of yourself. So you really need to feel yourself, because you are picking up other people's energy and aura a lot. It is really important that you take time for yourself, that you cleanse your energy, and you get and to feel and embody yourself more and more. You're very passionate and unique and usually very sensitive and empathic. And so it is very, very important to gain clarity for you, that you have strong guidance from another person you trust, and also be with yourself and dive deep into self-discovery and self-acknowledgement, self-love, so that you create your own reflection. And this is what gives you the alignment and the confidence about who you are. I have researched that Sandra Bullock is a reflector, for example, And yeah, if you meet someone, look at them with different eyes. They're very special, and they can tell you a lot about yourself because they mirror yourself back very quickly. Now to the projectors. So projectors are about 15 to 70% of the population, and their way of being in terms of energy and the aura is focused, very focused. Instead of the generators, which were open and enveloping, and the aura of a projector is focused and absorbing. So this is why I love to work one-on-one with my clients, because I then can focus so much on them that I can, hi Cynthia, good to see you, I'm happy that you're here, so that I can focus on my clients in a one-on-one session, and I totally tune into their energy. So my aura gets that, it's not wide, it's more from my heart to their heart, and I see them in a way because I reflect back to them the things they cannot see, so that all my clients, all the people I talk to, also this community that I create here, I give you the feeling that you are seen for the first time as who you are. You can be truly yourself. You don't have to wear a mask. You can put your burden, your guards down, because it is my absorbing aura that gives you the stability, that you feel safe, that you feel seen, that you feel heard. Hi Cynthia, lovely. Thank you for saying hi. So Cynthia, what design are you? Are you a projector? I cannot remember, I think so. So the projectors, their signature is success. So the signature for a generator, for a manifesting generator, is satisfaction. So if you are living your design and you are fully aligned with who you are, you feel deep, deep satisfaction. And this satisfaction gives you again a boost of confidence. And as a projector, and just to give you the overview, for the manifestors, the signature is peace. They feel deep, deep peace when they are in alignment. And the projectors, they feel success. So success is already implanted in their design. And they're truly here. You're projector, Cynthia. Yes, I'm a projector too. So you just hopped on quite at the right moment. So projectors are truly here to guide and support. As the manifestors were the leaders in terms of movement, creating a movement, the projectors are here to show others, like the manifesting generators and the generators, show you the way where you need to go, show you the puzzle pieces, the information that you need to get in order to fully live your design, to create your business, to create the lifestyle that you want, to burst through your blocks. Everything that you cannot see from your own way, you will get reflected and shown by a projector. So anything that will support the energy that you need, I can show you. And that's why I use human design as a tool, as a leadership tool, also as a tool to build your business, because everything is really based on your energetic blueprint. And the energetics of business are far more important than the strategy. So the energetics are the feminine, The strategy are the masculine, and to have both in a union, you as a woman need to be more in your energetic blueprint, which is the feminine, and human design helps you to be more in your feminine, the creative. You know, we as women are here to give birth to humans, or to your business, to projects, to ideas, everything that wants to come through. And then the masculine comes in as the strategy, the container, the practical, in which helps you to manifest and to bring into form what you want to give birth to. So as projectors and reflectors are not energy types, so we don't create the energy from within. I get the and we are absorbing or reflecting energy types. It means that I get the energy by connecting with you here. Now, as I'm here on this live, I'm totally vibrant. I'm in my best energy. I feel alive. Even though I was maybe a little bit tired beforehand, I know as soon as I connect with other people, I get energy. But I also need to watch out, because when I travel, when I go into public places, when I even are around generators, manifesting generators a lot, and I pick up the energy the whole time, I exhaust, because it's too much at a certain point, because then it's kind of like overstimulating. So what I need breaks throughout the day. I cannot work from 9 to 5 like generators or manifesting generators. Hi Nina. And the thing is that I work best in small parts throughout the day. So whenever you know that you're working with a projector, then be aware that they are not as endurant. They don't have as much endurance as you have. They need more breaks in order to fuel up, and then also the projectors need to cleanse their energy, and so be in their own energy to then get really rested and in alignment and focus again, and then they can work again with you. So as soon as we are not in our energy, in our alignment, as soon as we are exhausted, as soon as we act more like generators and do without resting and not giving ourselves permission for more self-care and soul care than maybe the other types, and then we feel bitter. So bitterness is the not self, and I noticed that a lot. So anytime I got frustrated and bitter and started crying when I was too exhausted and overstimulated, it ruled my life for so many years, and I thought it is me, I'm too weak or I'm too sensitive or whatever. But as I discovered my design and know more about being a projector, then suddenly everything made so much more sense. And now I enjoy being in my own energy. I enjoy going out into the woods, because as a projector you can absorb the energy from trees, from nature, which is clean and clear. This is really the best energy you can absorb to feel good. But you can also get into certain vibes in which you can choose. Listening to music, you're going to pick up the vibe. Listening to podcasts, to people who you like, who you adore, and then tune into their energy. So this is kind of what I like to play with, depending what I need that day. If I have some certain topics I need to get done that day and need to put my boss lady pants on and get shit done, then I love to listen to some badass music or a podcast of one of my coaches or a woman that I adore, and then I get into their energy, and then I get things done, you know. So this is really, really interesting to play with. Do you have any questions? So if you have any questions, even as other design types, leave them in the comments below so that I can answer them here. And as a famous projectors are Princess Diana and Queen Elizabeth. So or Barack Obama, Marilyn Monroe, they were all projectors. And projectors they need to wait for invitation and need to be seen in order to act. So what I do, what helped me first is to recognize myself. And the more you as a projector see yourself and know who you are, the more other people will recognize you. And we cannot initiate something. We cannot put something out there. We need to wait for an invitation to get our message to you. So with being live here or being in my group, you give me the invitation that I can share my message. So for projectors, it is really important that you have kind of your network, connecting with people, and building your tribe. So you have a baseline of invitation already set, and then you can create your business based on your network. This is really, really important, because you cannot initiate and you cannot respond to something like generators or manifestors. You really need to wait for the invitation, and it is while waiting, you're gonna create really in-depth and lovable connections. And this is what I love, and this is why I love my community so much, and this is why I go live every day. It is really building the connection until you show me that you are interested in more, that you want to learn more about what I have to offer, how we can work together. So this is really that you're gonna tell me when you are ready to for more that I can offer, because it is also something very important for projectors to know, that you have so special gifts because you see more than others, that who you interact with have to be ready to receive your message. So it's not only that they give you the invitation to tell you more, it's also important that they are ready to receive what you have to offer, because sometimes it can be a little bit too much if they're not ready yet, because you are so you are so deep, you're so not knowledgeable, and you see the things that they cannot see, so they need to be ready to receive the information that you can give them. This was really, really important for me to learn, because otherwise you get bitter and you feel not seen and you feel disappointed and you feel not valued if you don't wait for the invitation. So the best thing is really to imagine you're sitting on your island and you're having the best life ever. This is what I always share with you, like living the projector life and being totally in your own energy, and do the things that you love and just share them, and share your knowledge and share your passion and share your wisdom, and then people will come up to you and ask for more. And like, how do you do that? Oh, that's interesting. I always struggle with these things. Tell me more. And by saying tell me more, they show that they are ready also to receive the message, the information. Okay, so as a last short thing, I want to give you some hints that tell you, any type who you are, about signs that you are not living your design. So as generators and manifesting generators, you always need to watch your emotions about frustration and anger. So if you're getting yes, Cynthia, absolutely. You're always told you're so deep with the way you see things. That's in your design. So love it, embrace it, be proud of it, but also be careful about what you share with whom. So it's always better to talk about yourself in a way that I love to do this and I love to do this and this is my world, than telling the others you should be doing this and this way because I see that you need help with this. And so I was called, and maybe you too, so I was called bossy a lot. And yeah, it is so. I see things earlier than others. I see what my clients need help with. When I'm in conversation with some women and I see what they need and they're not ready yet, I had to learn to just be okay with it. They will come back when they're ready. Okay? So the 5 most common signs that I think show you that you're not living your design, and this is when like you feel this not self theme, like frustration, anger for MGs and Gs, and projectors, the bitterness, then you're not living your design. And not living your design means you're not in alignment with who you truly are. You're picking up stories, you're telling yourself stories, you're picking up conditioning from others. You have not worked through your shadows. Your belief system is off. You're more in this lack and needing. But also signs like you're overthinking. You're more in your mind and your head than in your intuition and in your body. So you're not, this is like this whole overthinking, over-engineering, planning. It was also more the masculine, and here it's now more you get closer to your design when you lean more into the feeling, into the feminine, into the flow. So stopping anything that you're doing when you've noticed yourself you're overthinking. My best advice is really to stop and check in with how you feel, and try to create flow state, which gives you access to your intuition, to your body, to your feeling. Reconnect to your body by breathing, or by shaking out the body and dancing, or going for a walk, or taking a break really from whatever you're doing right now, and get back into the feeling mode. This divine feminine, this intuitive, this creative, this nourishing. Yeah. So overthinking is one sign. Then the second thing is over-engineering, over-planning. So you are more in the strategic, in the practical. Again, more masculine. Going back into your design. How are you supposed to show up in this world? Are you more supposed to respond to the things like an MG or a G? Or do you have to wait for invitation like a projector? This is then more important to focus on the energetics than the strategic things. So tuning in and getting into alignment, looking what your design tells you about how you are supposed to show up, how you're supposed to connect, how you're supposed to make decisions. Then another thing is feeling overwhelmed. So drop a me in the comments, or give me some response if you're feeling overwhelmed sometimes. Or maybe anxious, maybe even in the morning. Like I have this sometimes, that I wake up and I'm anxious. So when you're feeling like that, you are most definitely have picked up some conditioning or other people's energy, and this is not yours. And so you can gain clarity by asking yourself, is this my thought? Is this my feeling? Or is there something I picked up from others? With whom am I interacting at the moment? For me as a projector, I tune into the collective energy a lot, and so if there's overwhelm, and especially I'm not emotional, so I'm not defined in my emotional center, and so I pick up a lot of other people's emotion, because when I'm just clean and in my energy, I'm non-emotional at all. Yeah, this is why some people told me I was arrogant or like an ice queen, to clean, non-emotional. But this is my design. So, and I'm totally cool with that. But when I'm with other people and I pick up their energy, then I can, hell yeah, I could cry my eyes out because I feel their emotion like instantly. Okay, so if you're overwhelmed, Cynthia, sometimes, thank you, then you can get clarity about asking you these questions. Is this mine or not? Especially as a projector. And you can gain clarity by writing it down and writing it out, like what is it that creates overwhelm? Is this really true? What is the worst case that could happen? And if this happens, what is the worst case that can happen? And if this happens, what is the worst case that can happen? That you break it down, and then you get to the root cause, what creates the stress or the anxiety. And so then you will create a new feeling in your body when you gain the clarity, because clarity gives more confidence and gives a ratio, shows you a new relationship to what is true or what is just in your head. And so the next thing is that maybe you are distracted and feeling low in energy and not focused. So this is really then time for more self-care, and this is for any type, because I know that we as women tend to be in our masculine energy, which means not living our design, which means not living in our authentic truth, in our alignment with source most of the day. We're brought up in doing and giving and taking care of others. So anytime you feel distracted, low in energy, not yourself, it's time for radical self-care. And with self-care, I also mean setting boundaries. I also mean saying no, being aware of your energy and really owning it, owning your design and saying, this is, I need a break now. This is me time now, so that you really, and this is what I think we need to look at in closer in a special live, energy management and creating your energetic blueprint. And this is what I'm going to do with my Raw Method ladies next week. We're going to create their energetic blueprint, their CEO schedule, and look at their week, what they need to reschedule and make as non-negotiable, so that they feel fueled, feel cared, feel safe at any point of the day, and know what they need to do to get back into alignment, to feel safe, to create the flow states, and from there take action. Because anytime you take aligned action, it will be successful. Anytime you take action from the mentality of I should, I have to, I think, I need to create something now, wasted time and effort. And here's something that is the last point. If you're not seeing results that you want, your manifestations, your desires, your goals that you have set in your business or for your life, versus your intention that you have set, the way you want to feel, your vision, your higher purpose, the bigger picture. This is usually when you get caught up in other people's energy, in the masculine energy, and the not self. So you really need to detach from the outcome. We are here for a higher reason and not to get attached in the nitty-gritty. So goals and certain ideas or thoughts around certain outcomes are only as a matter of fact to focus your energy, your magic, your essence, so that you create more magnetism around your message. But let the universe, and this is the masculine energy, enter in and deliver what you can carry, what you're supposed to receive. So if you want to receive more results, you need to expand the ability of holding this energy of your higher desires. So, and their human design helps you to really expand your magnetism and become a more powerful creator by being more yourself and holding more, the ability to expand your light, to be able to hold more light means that you're able to hold, get to manifest more, to receive more money, to receive more clients. But for this, you need to expand and raise your vibration, your frequency. And human design helps you to do that. I love it. Isn't it cool? So if you love it the way like I do, and you're so excited like I am, leave me a crown, because this is my vibe. It's the queen vibe. That was so good, right? So I would love to answer a quick question, and then I will close this down, and you can still leave me any questions in the comments afterwards. I come back. Yes, thank you, Nina. And I am happy to get on a call with you right now. She is a girl in one of the girls of my raw method, and we will have a one-on-one call right after this, and I'm so excited about it to chat with you. So if there are no any further questions, see in the comments. No, I don't see anything. So if something comes up in your mind and you're interested either in a reading of your chart, in a personal reading, reach out to me, send me a DM. We can do that. And any other questions, drop them in the comments below, or ideas for, and then I can create another Facebook Live about certain questions. And yeah, I will. Thank you, Cynthia. Please share this with your friends, so that they get this information too, which is so, so important, so that we raise the collective consciousness and get more. Oh, the numbers. This is your profile. So I think I'm gonna do another live about the numbers of your. You mean your profile? If you look at your chart, you can put your profile in the, or you put your chart in the comments, and then we can have a conversation in the comments. Okay, I can tell you more about your profile. Okay, lovelies, that's it for today. Please share, like, and comment. It helps me a lot to share my message, to get more women into leading themselves more powerfully and become stronger leaders for themselves and their community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love you, I see you, and I appreciate you that you're here. Thank you very much. Bye.